welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren Severe, and I'm really excited to be able to talk to you guys today about lagging on my screen. Good evening, Authortube. My name is Lauren Severe, and today I'm using my Hermione light up wand to Accio me. What does that mean? It means that this is like my fourth hiatus in my first year on Authortube, and it's getting a little bit embarrassing at this point. So I have decided that I am going to stop apologizing for the fact that my family has been going through a bunch of junk, and instead thank all of you. That's right. This is a nice video. So I know a lot of you have reached out to me, and I want to say a thank you from the bottom of my heart for the people who've reached out and asked me about how my husband was doing, if he was back at work yet, how my son was doing, all of that. And I want to let you all know that I planned to do a ton of nano videos and Thanksgiving videos and things in November and the first part of December, and pretty much none of it happened. Honestly, anyone who's been watching my channel, you all know that I am a very busy lady. I have a full-time job in cardiology. My husband is a first responder, so he works shift work, and he doesn't just work for one fire department, he works for two. He has a part-time and a full-time job at two different departments. So there are 4 or 5 days on end sometimes where we won't see him. On top of that, my son unfortunately started daycare at the beginning of November, and if any of you have children, you know that even the healthiest children, when they start daycare, it is like you can't keep them healthy the minute they start daycare. So it's just been sort of one thing after another with trying to get him well. Once he finished one illness, he started a new one. And once he got the treatment for the new one, he got an allergy to the treatment. And then ER visits and doctor visits. And just the business of being a parent and a busy parent and a busy parent with a partner who is absent a lot. That being said, I do feel incredibly grateful to everyone in Authortube who reached out to me, especially during this period of struggle. And you know who you are, but thank you. I really appreciate it. And for those of you who don't know, my husband had his second hip replacement surgery in August, and he was in a period of recovery and then rehab, and then he had to get cleared to go back to work. Obviously, they have to make sure he can perform his normal job duties before he can go out there and save people's lives. So he didn't get back to work until the beginning of November, but he is back at both jobs and doing very well. His treatment for his AS, his ankylosing spondylitis, is going swimmingly, along with all of our lifestyle changes that we've tried to implement to help him. And the medicine seems to be doing really well. All his tests have come back really good, really clean. So we're actually very blessed and happy, just incredibly busy and short on time, especially when you have a little baby who is a wild thing on the best of days, much less on the days he's not feeling very well. So again, just wanted to express all of the gratitude in the world for you guys being patient with me. My subscribers are absolute rock stars. I said that from the beginning, and I hold to that. So everything is going well with me. In fact, I have lots of videos that I want to make, lots of things that I want to say. I have lots of series that I need to continue, and I hope to be getting that content to you soon. So keep an eye out on my channel. One thing you can count on, because we did film this, it's just still in the editing phase, is that I actually did my very first full day vlog, or mostly full day vlog, because I didn't realize how much battery power you needed for a full day vlog, so near the end it got a little bit sketchy, but I actually lived one full day in the life of my main character, whose name is Elizabeth Duncan, call her Liz, in my young adult fantasy novel, Songs of Autumn. So I dressed in garb and went out to the Louisiana Renaissance Festival and did a full day vlog about tons of medieval stuff. I even talked to some guys in the Ordo Prosanctus, which is like the fighting group, which is the legit like fighting group. Like they get together even not for Ren Fair stuff and like learn medieval tactics on how to like fight. And they have live unchoreographed fights at the Ren Fest and all kinds of stuff for like legitimate stuff. I'll go into it in more detail in that vlog. So please like this video, subscribe, ring the bell to get notified, because that's definitely one you don't want to miss. I tried to get as much B-roll and like information gathering stuff as possible. So I hope it's helpful for any other fantasy writers or writers in maybe historical fiction who deal with like medieval worlds, or maybe even some of you who don't have a lot of Renaissance festivals like in your area or nearby, that you can kind of get a glimpse of that. It was really fun. Anyway, other than that project coming up, I do have a couple of other things I wanted to say really quickly in this video, and then I promise I'll let you go. This is really just sort of a, hey, I'm back and stuff video. But the good stuff is definitely incoming. I have been lurking on the Facebook group and jumped into a few live streams during Nano. But other than that, I've been pretty MIA. So again, thank you for your patience. And now on to the coup de grace. Book news. That's right, people. I have book news. I have amazing book news because today, this day, my ebook for my young adult fantasy novel, Songs of Autumn, has gone live on Amazon. And I'm going to link that down below. And if any of you are going, what? Well, there's totally reason for that because I've been MIA and you don't know anything that's been going on. So I did a video that got a lot of views, and I'm sure a lot of people thought it was really clickbaity, but it was really emotional for me. And it was my why I turned down a traditional publishing contract video, which I will link up in the cards. If you followed any of that journey or anything that I've been through, you'll know that I've done pretty much all the legwork for publishing Songs of Autumn on my own. And was then the victim of basically a huge vanity publishing scam, which of course, right at the last minute I went, no, not okay. So anyway, after that experience, I queried like maybe 2 or 3 agents, and they were sort of half-hearted. I sort of just lost steam with the traditional publishing industry, not because I think that it's a lackluster or not worthwhile avenue to pursue, but just because of my experience, knowing that I wanted to have a certain level of control, knowing that, you know, I was gullible enough to fall for one scam, and, you know, that feeling just wasn't great, you know, and it made me realize that I wanted to have a little bit more control over my publishing journey, and that may mean that I'm a small fish in a small pond, and you know that I may not have like mainstream success or whatever, but at least I'll still be putting out books that I love with visions I don't have to compromise, you know, doing things that I really care about, that I'm actually surprisingly good at, like marketing, which I discovered through the process with the vanity publisher. And not only that, I think that I want to get into the business of developing books, not just mine, but others as well. So I decided that I was going to start my own indie publishing company. So at the first of the year, I am going to be able to say that I'm an author, that I'm a YouTuber, and that I'm a publisher. And I'm very excited to say that I have not only my debut novel, Songs of Autumn, which is a young adult fantasy, with the publication date of November 21st, 2020, which will be available in paperback, hardback, and ebook. But that there are more announcements to come. Not quite yet, but to come in reference to my publishing company and other books that are in development and that I am assisting with that development. And yeah, so I'm really excited about that. I decided to go ahead and do the ebook pre-order and get that live just so that I could set up a few things like adding my book to Goodreads, like starting my Author Central account on Amazon, and doing several other things so that this whole almost next year I can focus on giveaways and ARC drops and getting my book into the hands of reviewers and just giving it the very best chance possible to succeed. Because I think that if I even have minimal or moderate success with this book, that it's really going to reinforce all of the things that I love about writing, about publishing, about being an author. It's going to make me feel validated and important again. And that's sort of the goal, is that, you know, I decided that this was a personal thing that I needed to do and that I felt that I was good at, and that, you know, in life, if you don't take risks, then, you know, you never know what you can accomplish. And quite frankly, I am ready to take some risks. I'm ready to take some risks on myself and invest in myself, and that is exactly what I plan to do. So I'm really excited to go on this journey with you. I hope that you're here with me. I'm glad to be back on Authortube. I'm glad to be making content again. And y'all, I'm just so happy that my son is not sick anymore and my husband's back at work and like things are calm. So I love all of you. I hope to see you leaving comments and maybe telling me congrats or any of that, or liking or subbing. And gosh, I love talking to you guys, and I love seeing you in the Facebook group and Twitter and just on live streams and write-ins. And yeah, so I love you all. Have a great night. Happy writing. Bye.